Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got something interesting for you today. This is an Homage watch, and y'all know how I feel about these things. I'm not crazy about Homage watches at all. I just think, you know what? Think of your own styles. I don't know why people can't do this, but the Chinese are notorious for doing this. And the thing is, I actually kind of like this watch, man. I hate to say it, but I actually like it. It's really not bad for an Homage watch. Anyway, today we have the BLWRX Rolex Datejust Homage 42 millimeter 200 automatic. And this is model number 126314. And again, it's not bad for an Homage. Let's check this thing out. So guys, we'll go ahead and get into this, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like this or any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. I do get a small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. Now this is from a company called BLWRX. If y'all remember, I reviewed one of their watches when they were called Neymar, gosh, years and years ago. It's basically a company, obviously out of China. They decided 20 years ago, you know what, we're gonna make Swiss Homage watches, and they're mostly Rolex. I think they're all Rolex. Let me read something from their website. More than 2 decades ago, when China was a land opening up and full of opportunity, an ambitious young man left his village in the north for the bright lights of Shenzhen. He carried with him a dream to start his own watch company. He met an American businessman who told him about the European watch industry. High-end Swiss and German watches were famous throughout the world. So basically it goes on to say, you know what, we decided to make Homage Swiss watches. And that's basically what they did. So I think the company is named after two brothers, Bo and Bao Lin, or actually one is named Berlin, like after the capital of Germany. And one is named Baolin, I believe. Yeah, Baolin. Anyway, they renamed the company BLWRX, I'm assuming for Baolin Watch, and then the RX is probably for Rolex. So anyway, I don't know what to say about this thing, man. I don't like Homage watches. Y'all know how I feel about these things. But man, this watch is pretty well made. It's got some great specs. And I kind of hate the fact that I like it. Anyway, typical boring BLWRX watch box here. Open it up and look at that. Oh my God, it looks kind of like a Rolex watch box. What? Look at the colors. You got the green and the gold. So let's open this thing up. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and tell you all the 7 specs you need to know, then I'll put the rest down there in the description for you. So here you go. Here is the Rolex style watch box. You even get a little fake tag there. Kind of like that. There you go, BLWRX. So it's supposed to look like when you know those wax seals. And with this holiday promotion, you also get a different bezel. It comes with the fluted bezel. You can swap that bezel out and put on the smooth one, and I'll go ahead and do that for you here in a few minutes. It is what it is. Here is the manual, BLWRX, international warranty and manual book. Yada, yada, yada. Everything written in semi-broken English. Kind of what you would expect from a watch made in China. So let's go ahead and take it out of here. I mean, it feels right. You know, it's got the same dimensions. It's all solid links. I mean, it's not a bad looking watch, man. The Cyclops is crystal clear. It is a screw down crown. You got applied indexes with BGW9 on them. You've got polished inner links, brushed outer links. And let me see what type of clasp it has. Oh, nice. It actually has a machined scissor clasp. I'm semi-impressed. You got the writing on the case back there, the laser etching. It says Sapphire crystal, 200 meters water resistant, which I wouldn't have expected for a dress watch. Automatic movement, BLWRX right there in the middle. I love saying BLWRX, BLWRX. There you go. It's not bad, guys. You know, I mean, you know what this is? This is a Rolex Datejust Homage. Let me put all the rest of this stuff out of the way here. And you know, the way I feel about these things is, you know, the Chinese are notorious for copying other, you know, companies, you know, registered trademarks and intellectual property and all that good stuff. And that's basically what they're doing here, and they're not shy about it. They're just really, really not shy. Now, obviously, it doesn't say Rolex on it. It doesn't say Datejust. This is not a, you know, a fake, you know, it's not a fake watch. It's an homage watch. So it looks, you know, pretty much like it, obviously minus, you know, the text and other stuff. But, you know, it's kind of is what it is. I don't know what else to say, man. You know, the real watch, I think, is about $7,000, I believe. This one's about 135 bucks. So you obviously do the math. You're going to save a ton of money. And, you know, if anybody looks at it up close, they're going to be like, oh, it's a BLWRX. So, you know, you're not going to impress anybody that knows what real Rolexes are. If that's your intent, maybe that's not in your intent. Maybe you just really like the look of a Datejust, but you just can't afford one. And that's a lot of people, including myself. Rolexes are very, very expensive. They're not, you know, cheap watches. Well, I take it back. I could afford one, but I don't want to. Let's just put it that way. So, you know, and they come in tons of different colors. Now, I'm not really endorsing this watch, guys, because, you know, the homage watch scene is just not what I like personally. But the watch itself is actually very well made. It feels solid. I think it's about 200 grams. Let me get my fancy new scale that I just bought. All right, guys, here's my fancy new scale that I just bought the other day. Let's go ahead and get it in the middle of the screen here. Let's turn it on. Let's make sure it's on grams. Let's go to unit. There we go. Make sure it's zeroed out. It is. It looks like this thing is going to weigh about 200 grams. Yep, 195. There you go. So there you go. It's a heavy watch. I mean, anything over about 200 grams is, you know, my personal limit for how much I like a watch to weigh. And this is, you know, it's all stainless steel, solid end links. I mean, everything is stainless steel. So it's not, you know, a light watch. And that if that's a concern to you, you might want to, you know, pass on this one. But I think it's, you know, it's not bad for what it is. Let me go ahead and swap out this bezel, and I'll show you what it looks like with the smooth bezel. It currently has the fluted on it, and it takes literally about 30 seconds to do. But I like to use a Caseback tool just because it's easier to take this thing off. So give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right, guys, here it is with the smooth bezel. Tell me what you think. You know, I kind of like the fluted bezel. The crystal does stick out a little bit when the smooth bezel is completely screwed down on it. So, you know, I actually like the fluted bezel better. But anyway, and let me show you the fluted bezel up close there. There you go. There it is. It's just to give the watch a little extra visual appeal. That's what the fluted bezel is for. So, yeah, I like it. I mean, I like the smooth bezel, but I definitely like the fluted bezel better. So, tell me what you all think, man. I mean, tell me what you think about, you know, homage watches in general. Do you like them? Do you not like them? It's just one of those things, man, where I wish, you know, people would come up with their own designs. I really do. That's just my personal preference. Anyway, let me go ahead and try this thing on. There we go. I mean, it looks good. Not too terribly heavy, but it is substantial. All right, let's go ahead and check out the Lume here. Let's kill all the lights. Let's see how this BGW9 works out. Not bad. You know, it's okay. I mean, it gets the job done, I guess. Not too terribly bad. All right, let's go ahead and cut everything back on. Let's go ahead and finish up this review. Again, I really want to know your thoughts, you know, more so on what do you think about homage watches like this? Would you pay the money to get this thing, or would you rather have the real thing, you know, real Rolex Datejust? But, you know, for 135 bucks, just on the watch itself, just, you know, judging the construction and all that stuff, I mean, it feels solid as hell. It really does. I mean, you get a nice Seiko movement. You get a sapphire crystal in there. You know, machine scissor clasp. I mean, it's a nice watch, guys. I hate to say that. Gosh darn it. I hate to say that, but it is a nice watch. So guys, I'll make sure to put a link in the description field so you can head on over to Amazon and pick one up if you've got to have it. They are $135 and come in multiple different colorways. So if you really got to get one, head on over to Amazon and pick one up. And guys, that's really been about it for this review. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I'm actually going to be doing some tech upgrades here in the next couple weeks, so you might not see some reviews from me. I'm getting a new laptop and some new software and some other stuff. So be patient. I really appreciate it. It's going to take a couple weeks for me to get acclimated to all of my new equipment. So anyway, I will probably see you guys, I'm guessing like the end of January, first week in February. So again, be patient, and I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.